welcome back. Today's video is gonna be about horse-related art. When you are a creative person, you get inspired a lot to put all that input you get around your horse all day long into something.
This is just natural that you get inspired a lot when you spend a lot of time outdoors and with the horses, because it's all beautiful. Like my friends, they did this little frame for me recently. It's made out of wood, and this is me.
Wow.
Or like, for example, this is a painting of me jumping my horse of a lifetime so far, Charlie. And like sometimes we both model because we're so inspired and trying to create more beauty. Farina is talented in many things, including photography, and today we want to share a super interesting kind of art that Farina loves to do personally, which is called string art.
String art. The first thing that we need for our do-it-yourself project is a pretty solid piece of wood. And first of all, we're going to paint it. Make sure you have a cover for your table. It's really just very simple getting color to it. While I'm waiting for the wood to dry, I already paint my picture. This is the My Horse World Club logo, the horse hat, as you can see. What I'm doing, I'm trying to place it pretty centered. So next step, you actually need a hammer and nails. It needs to have a head where you can wrap the string around it and it won't just come off. And what I do is put the nail somewhere and I just start. So we're done with putting the nails in. It took me about 45 minutes. What we're going to do now is we're going to fill this with string. For string, I use kind of a wool type string. The thicker the string is, the easier it is to fill this empty piece with some nice color. So I just start anywhere. I do a double knot. And then I just start to string it from one space to the other. The more you do it, the easier it will become to just decide where to go with the string and whatnot. If you've filled in this part, what I like to do is I like to give it a nice clean edge. I just go around these nails once. When you're here, because this horse hat and this part is connected to each other, I would just go from one thing to the other. If you have different parts, I do the same thing. I just do a knot somewhere on these nails, 2 or 3 knots, and just cut it off. But yeah, that was the first part.
Isn't it so cool? I love learning about new kinds of art all the time. Another form of art that I would like to share some tips with you is actually clipping horses. It takes a knowledgeable hand to do a proper job, and Farina is about to share some secrets with you.
The first step was to wash Kaiser. He's actually nice and soft. Second step is show shine to make it even softer. The cleaner, the softer the fur is, the coat is, the easier the clippers will work. Also, you want to make sure that he's really dry. So these spots from the show shine, I will wait until it's dry. Do is I always stretch the skin, because this is just a wobble of skin that you can't go through, so I stretch down the skin and help myself a little bit. I always try to flip the front part while the hoof is on the ground. It's just easier, it gives you a better line right here. Down here, is always tough with the clipper to reach. So what I do, I ask him to give me his leg, and now I can actually reach this with the clipper much better. And then we're standing in front of a different problem, and this is how I get here. There's a lot of skin. There are a lot of wrinkles, skin wrinkles in here. So what I do is I take my leg and I ask him to, ooh, good boy. Basically stretches out the skin back here. And I again have a nice even line to clip. As you can see, we almost finished clipping him. A big problem, in my opinion, is this part here. So what I do it step by step. When I started clipping, I used to just clip off a long stripe to get it as even as possible. So now I do it like centimeter by centimeter, like inch by inch. Now you can really see a really clean cut from the mane to the hair. In the back, as you can often see, people don't clip straight from here. It gives a really unnatural rear edge. So we're trying to catch the line with our clippers. I want to cut from here, down here, down here. A nice triangle. So there are different ways to deal with the back of the horse. I personally like to leave space for a saddle pad. What I like to do is I use a saddle pad. I place it where the saddle would usually sit, round about here. And then I make myself marks with the clipper. And I basically just cut along it. So what we're actually trying to do is we're going to play with our Horse World logo. It's the same piece of paper that we used for the string art. And now we're going to place it right here on Kaiser. And now we're going to clip around it. Google horse clipping. There is a lot of really cool stuff you can find. What people did, it's unbelievable. But start with the My Horse World Club logo first, it's easier. Good luck.
Proudly representing our art project done by mostly Farina, but me participating. So yeah, we're happy to share this kind of art with you, and as we said, the My Horse World Club logo is really the good one to start with for both clipping and for this kind of art. It's just really easy, and Farina done a beautiful job with just one color of string. Be creative, get inspired by nature and by horses, and create all the different kinds of art, whatever comes to your head. Send it to us, send it to My Horse World Club, and we'll gladly post your pieces of art, and hope you enjoyed. Subscribe to My Horse World channel and follow us for future episodes.